But first, we start with overnight news of another person getting hit by a car in Albuquerque. We should learn more about this later today, but here's what we know right now. Police say this person got hit by that car near Louisiana and Gibson. We have not heard if that person was hurt or how badly, and police have not said if the driver is going to face any charges for that crash. Now, as if you need another warning about the flu, here you go, because a total of 5 people have now died from it here in New Mexico. We know that 2 of these people died in Rio Rancho County. The others are in Bernalillo, Lee, and Chavez counties. The State Department of Health says all 5 people who died were considered high risk because of how old they were or other health problems that they had. A total of 8 people died during the entire flu season last year. We still have a long way to go this year. Well, there will be a lot more of the blame game going around Santa Fe today as the state deals with its latest money troubles. Yeah, and Governor Susana Martinez apparently knew that there was a problem with the accounting system that caused the problem, but didn't know how bad it was. The system was purchased by Bill Richardson's administration, the former governor, and Martinez's administration knew about it when she took office in 2010, but the problem had not been fixed.
Since we've identified it, it's been a slow process, partly because we didn't have the bandwidth, we didn't have the technical staff internally to help us diagnose this.
Now, the state says if the shortage is $70 million, as they now think, likely there would still be more than enough money in the reserve fund. The state secretary, Tom Clifford, says that the DFA is already working to solve the problem with the system. Some bills that will help New Mexico veterans have been introduced in the legislature. House Bill 36, introduced by Diane Miller Hamilton, asks for $250,000 for a pilot program to treat veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. But this isn't your average treatment. They would be treated using virtual reality therapy. Also introduced is a bill asking for $5 million to demolish Fort Bayard Medical Center. The historical site was established by U.S. soldiers in the mid-1800s, but has fallen into disarray in recent years. There's also a bill that would create a tax exemption for military retirement pay. It would apply to military members and their surviving spouses.
Rio Rancho is about to be another step closer to finding a new city manager because today is the last day it's taking applications for the job. It's been looking for a new city manager since July and has already interviewed 4 people. In the meantime, James Babin is still acting as city manager. Well, first New Mexico, now Texas is taking its water woes lawsuit to Oklahoma. The Wall Street Journal says the U.S. Supreme Court will hear Texas's case where it's suing Oklahoma, saying it should be able to take water from the Red River. This is after Texas already taking its fight with New Mexico to the Supreme Court as well, saying we hog too much of the Rio Grande's water.
A New Mexico lawmaker wants to expand the Amber Alert law that is currently on the books. Under the current law, an Amber Alert only covers children who are kidnapped by strangers. Representative Kelly Fajardo from Valencia County wants it also to include abduction by family members who don't have custody of the child. Nationwide, the Amber Alert has been credited with saving the lives of dozens of many kidnapped children. Governor Susana Martinez has expressed support for this proposal. A grand jury has indicted a former Albuquerque congressional candidate accused of stalking his political rival. Police say Gary Smith is the man seen in the security video slashing Janice Arnold-Jones's tires last month. He was arrested, bonded out, then arrested again for driving by her home despite a judge's order to stay away. Now, he tried to run for the Republican congressional nomination, but last year, Arnold-Jones's supporters successfully challenged his petitions and did not allow for his name to go on the ballot. So Smith, by the way, who is still in jail, is also accused of slashing the tires of his former campaign manager and a former El Paso neighbor of his.
Well, the man accused of breaking into an elementary school in Ruidoso last year and using a school computer to look at porn could have done it more than once. This time, police say James Allen here broke into Ruidoso's high school and got online with a school computer. Now, investigators can't say for sure if Allen was looking at porn then, but they do think he was looking at porn when they say he broke into an elementary school in Ruidoso about a year ago. And police in Clovis are still looking for 3 people who they say beat a man in front of his son and girlfriend there who's in a wheelchair. Investigators say this man hit Curtis Hager over the head with a gun, knocked him over and over again, while 2 women took a TV, a computer, and all of the phones in one apartment there, then took off, possibly in a dark Ford Mustang with tinted windows and custom rims. Hager ended up going to the hospital after that. His son and girlfriend were not hurt.
A man accused of killing a Durango college student will move forward with trial. Investigators say 37-year-old Brendan Ashburn shot 26-year-old David Jones to death while sitting around a campfire in the San Juan National Forest. This happened back in August 17th of last year. Now, court documents show that Jones had helped the suspect jumpstart his vehicle earlier that night. According to the Durango Herald, Ashburn's defense attorney tried yesterday to cast doubt on evidence of the case, but it wasn't enough to sway the judge, who decided that there was enough probable cause for the case to move forward. It was also revealed that the suspect may have been drinking around that time of the incident.